Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to guide you through a simple and honestly really satisfying system reboot. We're talking about your mind, your life, the whole shebang. So if you feel like you're ready for a fresh start, let's just dive right in. You know that feeling when you're just overwhelmed, everything's a mess, you feel stuck? The idea of waiting all the way until January 1st to make some huge change, it can feel like this impossible task. The pressure is just, it's way too much, right? Well, the good news is you absolutely do not need to wait. We're going to walk you through a really simple 3-part system that'll help you reset your environment and, most importantly, your mind. And we're starting right now. And, there's actually some real science behind this whole idea. It's called the fresh start effect. Basically, these moments in time, these temporal landmarks, they help our brains draw a line in the sand. They help us psychologically separate from our past slip-ups, which makes it so much easier to get going with new positive habits. But here's the best part. You don't have to wait for one of these landmarks to just happen to you. Nope, you can create your own, right here, right now, just by making the decision to hit that reset button. So let's take a look at the roadmap for how we're gonna do exactly that. Okay, so here's the plan. We'll start with why this works, the science bit. Then we'll get into the 3 big resets: physical, digital, and mental. And we'll wrap it all up by getting you to your very own new blank slate. All right, first up, let's talk about the incredibly powerful connection between the space around you and the space inside your head. I mean, this quote really says it all, doesn't it? All that visual noise, the piles of clothes, the scattered papers, that cluttered desk, every single piece of it is competing for your focus. It's draining your mental energy, whether you're consciously aware of it or not. So here's what's so crucial to get. Cleaning isn't just another chore on your list. It's a scientifically backed tool to reduce stress. Seriously, the physical act of creating order around you, it literally helps calm your mind and your body down. Okay, so now for our first practical step, the physical reset. And a really simple, super actionable way to start is to just clear one single surface. Could be your desk, your nightstand, maybe the kitchen counter. This one small act can have a huge ripple effect on everything that comes next. See, a clean space, it does so much more than just look nice. It actually removes those little bits of friction, those barriers that stop you from starting good habits. It's a form of self-respect, really. And it sends this powerful signal straight to your brain that, hey, this space is ready for a new beginning. All right, so our physical space is starting to feel a little calmer. Now let's tackle the invisible clutter, the stuff that can cause just as much stress, maybe even more, our digital lives. I mean, just think about it for a second. That constant buzz from your phone, the little red badge showing, 10,000 unread emails? The desktop that's just a sea of icons? All of that digital noise is having a huge effect on our productivity and, for sure, our mental health. So this really illustrates the transformation we're aiming for, right? We want to move from that state of constant reactive overwhelm you see on the left to a place of intentional control and just clarity on the right. And look, you don't have to do everything all at once. Here are 4 super simple but really high-impact things you can do right now to cut down on that digital noise and get closer to clarity. And honestly, each one only takes a few minutes. Okay, now for our final and maybe the most important step of all. We're going to turn inward. It is time to clear out the most valuable real estate you own, your own mind. So we're going to do what's called a brain dump. This process was made famous by the productivity guru David Allen. And it is incredibly simple, but so powerful. The whole goal is just to get all of those nagging thoughts, the to-dos, the worries, get them out of your head so you can actually look at them clearly. So go ahead and grab a piece of paper, and for the next minute or so, just write. Don't edit yourself, don't judge anything, just jot down every single task, every worry, every idea that's taking up space in your head. It doesn't matter how big or small it is. Okay, now, on that same piece of paper, I want you to shift your focus. Just list 3 to 5 things, maybe people or experiences, that you're genuinely thankful for right now. It sounds simple, but this one little act can completely change your mental state. And finally, for the last part of this mental reset, think about what truly energizes you. What activities make you completely lose track of time? Write those down too. The goal here isn't to create another to-do list, not at all. It's just to remind yourself what you want to make more space for. And there you have it. You've cleared out your physical space, your digital space, and your mental space. You have officially completed the system reboot. And remember, what you've done here is so much more than just tidying up. You've actually created a backdrop of calm and control in a world that, let's be honest, often feels pretty chaotic and unpredictable. So here's the big takeaway. This feeling, this sense of calm, of control, of potential, it isn't something you have to wait for. It is accessible to you anytime you need it. All you have to do is run through this simple reset. Well, thanks so much for joining us for this explainer. We're going to leave you with one final thought. You've done the work. You've cleared the slate. So the only question left is, what are you going to create on it?